Hello and welcome to the second part of the test, called Hypothesis Rising. Now, if you haven't seen the first video, link to that will be in the description down below. Basically, we go through this answering a bunch of questions, and apparently it reveals some sort of thing about ourselves at the end. I have no idea what this does in the end, but hey, there's 3 games of this. This is the second one. Let's go into this. You know the deal if you've seen the first one. This font is incredibly hard to read. Before experiencing the test Hypothesis Rising, it is highly recommended that you've played its prequel, The Test, first before venturing into this experience. I have. You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you've played the test first. I have. And this examination will also make a bit more sense as it carries on from where the last examination left off. Examination. I would like to urge you to go and play the test now before venturing forward. I've played the test, thank you. Would you like to close this game now so you... I've already played the test. Very much looks like the first guy. Hello. Fate! Ha! Ha ha! Good freaking joke. Hello and welcome to my office. Wait. Actually, let me... Hello
and welcome to my office. It's truly a pleasure to see you here today. Please excuse the mess. I haven't had a chance to clean up yet. Now I don't want to take up too much of your time with blabber blubber and nonsensical speak, so I'll just get straight to the point. Sometimes we have to ask ourselves life's tough questions. Here's one question in particular I'd like to ask for you to ask yourself.
Okay, I think that's enough of the effect. Sorry. Are you happy? Right now, yes. And when I say happy, I don't mean content. Being content is great, but it's not the same as being happy. I want to help you. I want to inspire you to be the best that you can be. I want to inspire you to be the happiest version of yourself. I want to see you grow inside and out. Like, I'm 6'3". I don't think I need to grow outside anymore. Now, how do we accomplish this, you might be asking? Good question. Allow me to explain. Going to ask you a series of questions, and you are going to answer them with 100% entire honesty. And when I say 100% entire honesty, I mean 100%
entire honesty.
Think about it. You do want to be happy, don't you? You wouldn't want to do something so bold as to
tempt fate
by lying, would you? Just remember, if you lie, the only person you're lying to is yourself. You've not only cheated, you've not cheated the game, you've cheated yourself. Sorry. The only person who will suffer from this is you. And believe me, you will suffer, I will not. Nonetheless, I will answer honestly. Not to mention the fact that whether you tell the truth or not, I'll know. No, you won't. You're not a lie detector. But that's another story. Let's be moving on, shall we? We wasted enough time explaining what we're going to be doing. Let's just start doing. Just remember, we all want to be good people. We all want to give the answers that we feel lend the most desirable human traits within ourselves. But sometimes good people do bad things, and sometimes we don't always have desirable traits as humans. I cannot express enough just how important it is to be truly honest while answering these questions, no matter how uncomfortable the truth may make you. Well, we've gone over this, like last time. Now it's time to get into the real meat of this experience. It's time for you to get the advice that you deserve. Do I need advice for anything? As you read questions and scenarios during the process, I want you to center your own circumstances and build your own bridges to arrive at the answer that best suits your own psyche. Yeah, that's the same as the first one, thanks. If you've never experienced a scenario being asked of you, then simply imagine that you have and try to assume how you might feel in that situation. Okay, I'd like to invite you to pour a glass of water. I have G Fuel again. Unfortunately not sponsored, I'd totally take that one. And relax as we unfold our fate and the secret to overcoming the next hurdle in your life. Okay. We're going to start with some basic easy questions. Like the question of why did the ambience just change? If you answer these questions twice, your advice may change. It's not about answering the question, it's about many different variables. We've been over this last time. Many different factors are at play here, including the amount of time taken to answer proposed questions. With that being said, it's far more important to actually take your time and think about how honest of an answer you're giving, because you give it. Whatever you do, do not rush the process. Time is your best friend here. You'll see what I mean soon enough. And here we
go.
Do you feel uncomfortable right now? Between the absolutely ear mangling background noise you're doing, and your appearance on screen, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable right now. Are you nervous? No, not nervous, more annoyed. Do you feel cold? That's because it's cold-ish in my room. Like, it's like what, 21 degrees? 22? And I'm not wearing a jacket. Like, my hands are a little bit cold. It's fucking cold outside because it's winter. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit cold. Do you feel sad? Nope. Have you ever hurt someone because you were hurting even though they didn't deserve it? Well, that yes? Do you crave acceptance by others? Not real. Like, I don't care if anybody accepts me. I really don't care. Sorry, phone. Yeah, no. I don't crave acceptance. Have you ever lost a loved one? Yes. Do you know what heartbreak feels like? Yes. Do you believe in demons? We've had that question last time. No. Like... Believe in curses? Hell no. Would you consider yourself to be spiritual? Not in the slightest. Are you afraid of dying alone? No. I'm not afraid of dying anyway, and dying alone would just be the most, like, the least sad way of dying. If there was undeniable proof that a ghost was haunting you, would you continue to live in your home? Like, dude, do you know how many YouTube clicks I could generate with that? Of course I would. Like, actual, provable ghost haunting. Dude, do you know how many clicks that would generate? Yes, I would. Have you ever seen an object mysteriously move without being touched? No. Not in an unexplainable way. Do you believe that it's possible for a game to summon supernatural forces into your life without you knowing it? Ah, that's really cute. No, I don't think so. Would you like to make more friends? Nah, I'm actually fine with the amount of friends I make naturally. Like, I make a good amount of friends wherever I, like, am. Doesn't matter whether, like, even when I went to frickin' Gamescom for the first time alone and, like, stayed at Gamescom camp, I made friends there. So yeah, no, I would not like to make more friends. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? We've had that before. Also, I'd still consider myself a good friend, yes. Do you feel lonely? No? Not really, no. Don't do that jump scare shit. Really, just don't. Do you make friends easily? Quite easily, actually, yeah. Do you tend to avoid drama where possible? Yeah. For the most part, yeah. Absolutely. Like, the whole, like, drama side of YouTube, I absolutely don't take part in that. Like, not even in the slightest as a viewer. So, yeah, no, I avoid drama in real life as well. Have you ever had a near-death experience? Nope. Do you like horror movies? Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike them. Yeah, I like them. They're not scary, but they're entertaining. This is all very interesting. Have you played the test? Yes. That's the spirit. Have you played the horoscope? Horoscope? No, I have not played the horoscope. Give it a whack. I'm totally not based or biased or anything. Yeah, you're just the freaking creator of all of those games, so yeah, that. Is this against YouTube TOS? Like, Monka TOS, boys? Would you consider yourself to be a hard worker? A hard worker or hardly working? Yeah, no, like, For the most part, at work, I actually do work. Of course, I don't see a reason to be at work while not working. So, yeah. People would probably call me a hard worker. Do you have a low opinion of yourself? Quite the opposite, actually. I have a very high opinion of myself. And probably too high, but yeah, I have a high opinion of myself, not a low one. Would you consider yourself to be a confident person? I'd say so. Like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I would. Would you help an old lady cross the street even if you were running late for an appointment? Probably not. Also, the entire idea of helping old people across the street is something that has never come up in my entire life. Like, I've never seen an opportunity for that. That's like a trope that just doesn't actually work in real life. Would you kill all of your neighbor's pets just to save one of your own? Holy shit. I mean, I would do a lot of things to save one of my own pets. Seeing what I would do to anybody who, like, kills one of my pets, I would probably not survive doing this, but yes. I don't see a fucking situation where that would be in any way a relevant cause of action. I don't see where that how killing every neighbor's pet would save my own. I don't see how that works. But yes. Have you ever tried to smother yourself with a pillow to see if you could actually suffocate yourself? No, I haven't. And if you did, then holy crap, what's wrong with you? Have you ever been caught dancing when you thought no one was watching? No. Have you ever tried to roll your eyes back so far just to see if they'd really get stuck? You mean like this? Not to see if they really get stuck, no. Because they don't get stuck. But, you know, as a fan of The Undertaker, I've obviously done that before. So, yes, but no. Have you ever played a practical joke that you regret pulling on someone? A practical joke that I regret. No. I've never done any really, like, bad practical jokes. So, no. Are you streaming live right now? No, I'm recording. Are you recording this gameplay session right now? Yes, I am. If I told you that I was watching you play this game right now, would you believe me? Like the creator of this game? No. Fate doesn't exist. So the like thing in there in the game? No, I would not believe you. No. Right now? No. While I'm recording? Definitely not. If you left a comment for me at any point in time, I've read your words. Does this bother you? I mean, I haven't, and it wouldn't bother me. That's what comments are for. Like, that's literally what comments are for. If you've left a comment for me, does it make you feel positive that I've paid attention to what you've taken, what you've taken the time to write? Yes, that is something that is very positive. Do you understand that no matter what, I appreciate you? Oh, thank you. I mean, I bought your game. You're supposed to appreciate me, so yeah. Sorry that came out sounding like aloof, but I understand that. Yes. Are you afraid of snakes? No. Snakes are cool. Do you believe in magic? No. Magic tricks? Yes, because those are just tricks. Have you cried in the last month? I don't think so, no. I don't think I've cried this year yet. Do you have a hero? Yes. Do you typically learn from your mistakes? I'd be a pretty bad example of a human being if I didn't. Do you enjoy outdoor activities? Depends on the activity. But generally, yes. Yes. Would you consider yourself to be lazy? Yes. Yes, I would. Do you sometimes find it difficult to stay motivated? Looks at the past few weeks of not uploading because, yeah, I do sometimes find it difficult to stay motivated. Looks at the gross amount of games I started Let's Playing and then never finished. Do you put the needs of others before yourself? Generally not. Very few people that I put before myself. Very few. Would your family and friends describe you as kind? Probably. I'd hope so. I don't know why they wouldn't. Have you ever cheated in a relationship? No. Have you ever been cheated on in a relationship? Also no. Would you consider yourself to be judgmental? To a degree. Like, to a degree, not like... Like, as I said, to a degree. Are you a hero to someone else? I don't know. Not that I know of. Like, no, I don't know anybody who would call me a hero, so no. Do you love animals? Yes. That, like, I don't even have to think about that. Have you ever found a family member on Tinder and wanted to hit them with a super like just to make shit real awkward? No, and no. Like, I've not found any family members on Tinder, thankfully. And I would not... No, like... No, just no. Dude. Who's getting uncomfortable now? Do you enjoy drinking alcohol? Like... It sounds weird if I say yes to this, but yes. Are you intoxicated right now? No. Not an alcoholic that drinks alone at home. Wow, really? Do you like the phrase sneaky snake? Alliterations aren't the greatest thing. Are these questions a bit strange to you? They've always been, so yeah. Do you have a vivid imagination? I'd like to think so. Do you feel uncomfortable in large social settings? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be antisocial? To an extent? Like, not to an extent where I'd, like, prefer to stay at home at all times and never meet anybody. But to an extent where, you know, during the past 2 years of the pandemic, I did COVID testing as a job for a while, and it was incredibly mentally exhausting to interact with that many people every day. So somebody who's not antisocial would probably not have that be incredibly mentally exhausting. So to an extent, yes. Do you hold a grudge for long periods of time? Probably no, not very long. Like, define long. Maybe like half a year. If you don't do anything to upset me again, then I'm probably going to forget about it. So no. Have you ever urinated in public? Any man that says no to this is lying, so... Do you like pineapple on your pizza? Yes. And anybody who doesn't like pineapple on literally anything is just too weak to handle the absolute awesomeness of pineapple. There. Hawaiian pizza is good. I mean, then again, that comes from somebody who lives in an area of the world where Hawaiian toast, which is literally like piece of like toast bread, then ham, a freaking pineapple slice and cheese on top, and that put into the oven for a while, has been invented. Like, that's a German invention. I live in Austria. It's kind of the same general region. So, anyway, yes. I knew I liked you. Would you consider yourself to be selfish? To an extent. Again, like, not so selfish that I would put myself before literally anybody else in the world, but before most people, as I said before. So yes. Do you think you've got a big ego? As I said already, I think very highly of myself, probably too high, and yeah, that pretty much fits with this one as well, yeah. Would you still consider yourself kinky? I still don't know what you consider kinky. I would not. But anybody would probably not consider themselves kinky. Would you consider yourself to be religious? Still no. Would you consider yourself to be temperamental? Temperamental? Excuse me while I look up the meaning of that word. Hey Google, define temperamental.
This is the definition of temperamental, of a person liable to unreasonable changes of mood.
Okay, liable to unreasonable changes of mood. Not unreasonable, no, totally reasonable. No. If you had to kill someone to save your own life, but you knew they didn't deserve it, would you do it? Like, I don't know, you go climbing and you're like hanging on the same rope and you're about to fall. You could pull yourself up, but you can't pull both of you up, so you have to cut the rope to kill the other person to save your own life. That kind of like scenario is what you're going for here, right? Probably. Would you sacrifice your own life for a complete stranger? Absolutely not. Have you ever been inside of a burning building? Funny story. So actually two funny stories. One, at my university, while I was having a lab course, I studied chemistry, for those of you who don't know. While I was having a lab course, like 2 floors above us, a research lab had an accident with lithium and like metallic lithium, and that ended up like burning an entire like the entire lab that they had there. So the fire alarm went off and we had to go outside during the lab course. So yeah, there I've been inside a burning building. And second, at the old flat where we were living before the one where I started doing YouTube, so the one you never saw, there was like a fire in the hallway outside, like 1 floor above us, like at 5 in the morning, due to somebody putting like hot ash in a frickin' bucket and putting it outside. And yeah, so that was burning, and we only noticed when, after the entire like extinguishing had already been done, the like police was banging on our door, trying to see if we like got frickin' like smoke gas poisonings or something. But yeah, well, we were fine. Nothing really happened. But yeah. So on 2 occasions, yes. Have you ever been to a funeral? On many occasions, actually. Too many for my taste. If you could attend your own funeral before you died, would you take the opportunity to do so? I would not, because I hate funerals. If you could see into the future, but you were told that it would only reveal the absolute worst of what's in store for you, would you still look? No. Fuck no. If you had the power to stop time, of course! Would you use it to do something you know you shouldn't do? Of course! Like... If you had the power to remove one person from Earth, never to return again, would you use it? Yes, right now, absolutely yes! And I'm not going to say who that would be. It should be blatantly obvious as of right now, March 2022. If I told you that I understand you better than you understand yourself, would you believe me? I do not think that you understand anything, but hey, go on. If someone threatened to kill you, would your first response be to react in violence? Like, just verbally threatened to kill me, or like actually had me at gunpoint? Because there's a difference. If somebody verbally threatens to kill me, I'll punch them in the face. Because that's a stupid thing to do. If somebody literally had a gun or a knife on me, I would definitely not try to attack them. Thank you. So, I'm gonna go ahead and think that you're actually going for somebody has me at gunpoint threatening to kill me. In which case, yeah, no, definitely not my first response. If a stranger stole money from you to support their drug addiction, would you forgive them if they apologize to you? No. No, absolutely not. Fuck you and your addiction. If a family member said something nasty about you behind your back, would you confront them about it directly? I can't imagine a family member saying something really nasty. Also, like, fuck do I care what other people say about me, like, seriously. Also, if they said it behind my back, I wouldn't know about it. Also, I would probably be passive-aggressive about it if I knew about it. So, yeah, no. If you had to eat raw squirrel brains for 3 days to stay alive, would you like, there's a lot of things that I would probably eat to stay alive. Raw squirrel brains is probably not one of them. No. No. That goes right on the list with insects and stuff like that. So, yeah, no. No. Like, there is no conceivable way that squirrel brains would be the only food source available. No. If you woke up tomorrow and none of your family remembered who you were, would you choose to leave and start a new life? So, if I wake up tomorrow and none of my family knows who I am, oh my god, I'd get a really, really, really quick claim, like, for like, breach of domestic violence, of domestic peace. breach of domestic violence? What? Because I live in the same house as my parents. So if my parents don't remember me, holy shit. Like, who the hell are you? I live upstairs? What? Been living here for like always? Also, why would I leave and start a new life? Like, no. If a homeless man was clearly sick, freezing, and utterly miserable in pain, utterly miserable in the rain, would you be willing to give him your clothes and walk home naked? If it's obviously raining, apart from the fact that walking home naked is literally not allowed. Like, I get put into jail so fast you can't even, like... Absolutely not, no. If someone accidentally hit you in their car, but you suffered no injuries whatsoever, would you still be upset with them? Yes! I'd be hella upset with them! Have you looked for any hidden meanings or messages within these questions? No. And actually, I completely forgot that the first one had those. Maybe you should have been. Anyway. Are you wondering if there's a deeper meaning to all of this other than just simply answering question after question? And I mean, to me, this is just passing the time. Miracles happen every day. That depends on your definition on miracle. If by miracle you mean something incredibly unlikely still happens, even though the chances for it are incredibly fucking low, yeah, that does happen. Like, people get hit by meteors, not every day, but it happens. Incredibly unlikely, but it happens. I don't know. Does that count as a miracle? If by miracle you mean the actual, like, religious definition of a miracle, then no. And I'm going to assume you mean the religious definition of a miracle. Umbrellas aren't worth lugging around you, and you don't mind getting rained on. No, I don't agree. I actually have an umbrella in my backpack at all times. Just in case it rains. Because I do mind getting rained on. So no, I don't agree. Red is a prettier color than pink. Absolutely. Any color is better than pink. Pink is awful. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag blowing in the... Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? No. Eating in front of people can be awkward. I mean, if you're eating a banana, maybe, but... Not really. No, it's not awkward. I mean, I don't like eating on stream or in videos because it's just like nobody wants to hear you eating, but that's not awkward, that's just annoying to the viewer. That no. Rings used as a ceremonial wedding gift are so outdated. Actually, no, that's not outdated. It's a tradition. There's a difference. Did you realize that the first letter of the last 6 questions, when combined, spell out the word murder? I did not realize that, and I will never realize that any of this happens. Do you know why that is? Yeah, because you're a fucking asshole who keeps hiding stuff like that in these questions. And I don't know why it is that I didn't realize, or why it is that you hit that message. No, I do not know why. No, it doesn't make me uncomfortable either. Are you going to start paying closer attention to what you may have got yourself into? No? I'm already, like, you already have my attention. I'm not gonna, like, start analyzing every sentence as if there's, like, a hidden message in everything. Do you realize it's too late to turn back now? I can at any point close this window. Just saying. Hi! So stop the jump scare shit! I do not hear anybody in my room. I also don't see anybody else in this room. There's nothing behind me other than a wall. So, no. Do you see the shadows closing in? Man, if I, like... I'd have like a bunch of really nice ideas for edits for this, but this is already like a really long video, every single one of these, but and it would take so long to do these effects, and like I have so much other stuff to do. So yeah, no, I don't see the shadows closing in. You feel like you're being watched. I mean, as per usual, somebody's watching me there, something, a camera. So I'm kind of being watched, yes. Did you look around your room for a... Yes, I did. Do you like long walks on the beach? That came out of left field. Actually, I don't as much like walking on the beach as I like, you know, I don't have any particular liking for beach activities in general apart from swimming. No. Do you enjoy giving gifts to people? Yes, I do. Have you ever felt like giving up on life? I'd assume everybody has at some point. Do you love your family more than you love yourself? That's a hard one. Yes. Do you have a best friend who's clearly better than the rest of your friends? No. Like, I mean, clearly better. I would not say yes to that. Do you think there's some kind of conspiracy behind the coronavirus? No! Stop! No! There is no conspiracy! Do you believe that you're human? Are you human? Are we human? Are we dance? It's really hard to sing if you don't hear yourself. Just saying. Yes, I believe I'm human. I know I'm human, like, genetically. If you could turn yourself invisible, but you could never be visible ever again once you decided to use your power for the first time, would you ever use it? No, definitely not. Like, never be visible again. Like, no matter what I do, everything, like, every clothes I put, every piece of clothing I put on also turns invisible. Every, like, everything I might, like, attach to myself to make myself visible just goes invisible as well. So, yeah, no, I would not do that. That would be incredibly dangerous. If you knew someone was about to rob a convenience store, but you knew that they were doing it to feed their family, would you stop them? Now, I don't know about your country, but around here, there is a social system that prevents people from having to rob stuff to feed their family. So yeah, I would stop them. If you were stranded on a remote island with a stranger, and you were both starving to death, but you found a secret stash of food that they didn't know about, would you share it with them? Of course. Like, if there's only one other person on this island with me, of course. If you could turn into an eagle for 1 year, but you wouldn't be able to turn back into a person until that 1 year had passed, would you do it? No? Like, why would I want to be an eagle? If you had the opportunity to earn riches beyond your wildest dreams, by fighting a grizzly bear to death using nothing but a machete and an army helmet, would you do it? I would be so dead. That bear would be literally killing me within seconds. There's no way I kill a bear with a machete. Like, not even slightly. No, I would not do that. Apart from the fact that I don't want to kill a bear. What the fuck? If you had to pick one basic food item to eat exclusively for an entire year, would you choose potatoes? Am I Irish or German? Like, seriously? No, I would not take potatoes. I'd take pasta. If pizza screamed in agony every time you bit into a piece, would you still continue to eat pizza? Like, every time you bite into a piece. Like, yes, I would. I totally would. And I'd find that incredibly funny. If your best friend got bit in the genitals. by a highly venomous snake, and the only way to save their life was to suck the venom out of their genitals. No. Like, there's a lot of things I'd suck on, but no. Definitely not. Was that question difficult to answer? To an extent. But, like, no, not really. Do you feel mortal? Like, I don't feel immortal. Of course, like... What? Do you enjoy loud music? Yes, I told you that last time. Do you feel awkward when you dance in front of others? Yes. Do you suffer from an anxiety disorder? Isn't aversion towards phone calls an anxiety disorder? Does that qualify as an anxiety disorder? Like, I don't think that's an anxiety disorder. Do you ever feel depressed? I definitely did for a while. Like, right now, like, past few months, definitely not. But yeah, ever, yes. And I know that I'm not the only one. Do you feel relaxed right now? Yes, very much. Do you think you have a guardian angel watching over you? No, there is no such thing. Do you ever hear your name being called when no one could have called it? No. I'm going to take special note on that one. Do you always look both ways before crossing the road? Of course, I don't want to get run over. Do you wash your hands every day? Dude, we've been living in a pandemic for literally over 2 years now. If you still don't wash your hands every day, I don't know what's wrong with you. Do you feel uncomfortable using public restrooms? To an extent, like, I don't want to shit in a public restroom because it's gross. Is winter your favorite season? In fact, fall is my favorite season. Like, fall, it's still not cold. It's not blazingly hot like in summer. It's not freezingly cold like in winter. It's just the right temperature, and it's not like it's just there's no fucking pollen flying around that make me sneeze. So yeah, fall is the perfect part of the year. So yeah, no, winter is not my favorite season. Do you know anyone named Josh? Personally, no. Do I know of anybody named Josh? No, I don't. At least I can't think of one. Like, if there's like a YouTuber named Josh that I watch, but I don't think so. Are you wondering why that last question is relevant? Yeah, I'm very much wondering why that is relevant. Are you allergic to any animals? No. Fortunately. Have you ever thought about an animal in a sexual... What? No? But... What? Have you ever been in love? Of course. Would you consider yourself to be artistic? To an extent. Again, I literally made every single piece of art on my channel. Both Twitch and YouTube. So... kinda. A little bit. Would you consider yourself to be dominant in day-to-day life? No, not really. Do you feel that you've got too much time? Absolutely not! The exact other way around. I don't have enough time. Can you be easily intimidated by others? I don't think so. Are you easily excitable? I wouldn't say easily. Do you enjoy solving complex problems? To an extent. Like, there's a point where I'm just like, oh, you know what, fuck it. But, I mean, I play puzzle games, so, yeah. Do you have a difficult time relaxing? No. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No. Like, give me a computer and a bunch of games to play and I'm fine. I'm not high maintenance. Do you absolutely not. Would you consider yourself to be an honest person? Brutally honest at times, so yeah. Have you ever told a lie? Not during this video, I haven't, but generally, yes. Have you ever lied to your best friend? Let me think about this. No. I haven't had a reason to lie to any of my friends in general. Have you ever lied to your family? Like as a kid, probably at some point. I've lied about something. Yeah. Have you lied about any answers during this session? No. Are you wondering what all of these questions have to do with lying? No, not really. Are you a people pleaser? No, I don't really care what people think. Do you enjoy being the center of attention? To an extent, yes. Do you feel like you've got a good sense of humor? I am absolutely hilarious. Do you frighten easily? Looks at my backlog of horror games that I wanted to play. Yes. Yes, that... Oh. Dude. Fuck you. Jump scare me and I'll just shut down the fucking game. Don't go so quiet! Oh, that was the simple segment. Are you kidding me? The more gritty questions. Holy shit! Next set of questions will not be yes or no answers. The next portion of our session will be filled with various scenarios that put you smack dab in the middle of vital choice making. We'll see how well you handle your options as you delve deep into each scenario. Remember, the key to all of this is to answer honestly. Let's get started. Why is this louder? You're home alone. It's dark. And it's storming outside. All of a sudden, not all of the sudden, you frickin', there's a knock on your bedroom door. Someone's in your house. What do you do? Nobody, like, first of all, there's always somebody in my house because, as I said, my parents live downstairs. Realistically, it's in the middle of the night. Nobody else is home. Somebody knocks at my bedroom door, which would be really weird because they would be standing inside my office where I'm right now and knocking at a door that is plated with foam so it doesn't like resonate so much for audio purposes. So that would be really weird. But let's just assume they knock at my door. So somebody is literally come in downstairs, went up the stairs, went from the hallway outside into my office and knocked at my door as if they knew that nobody was in the office, and that was my bedroom door right over there. Okay. I'm gonna ignore the knocking. Because honestly, when it's storming outside, I'm just going to assume that it wasn't actually a knock. You meet a homeless woman on the street. She asks you for money. If you find it within yourself to give her all the spare change you have. You find it within yourself to give her all the spare change you have. That is a very unrealistic scenario already, because I don't usually give people money on the street. Just as you do, a homeless man approaches asking if you can spare some change. What do? Tell the man that you've got no change left to offer. Tell the homeless woman to share it with the man. Tell the homeless man to ask the woman for some of her change. Tell the homeless man that you'll get some more from somewhere. I'll tell him that I literally just gave all my change to the woman, so first option. Both your mother and your father fall incredibly ill to a life-threatening disease, and there's only enough medicine and facilities to save one of your parents, and time is of the essence. That is a very unrealistic scenario. Like, there is no possible scenario where this could happen in real life where I live. Like, this is a stupid question. This is an absolutely stupid question. And the fact that the answer this is a stupid question, why do you even bother asking that, is not an option, is actually a little bit infuriating. You find a case of money tucked away inside a dumpster. Inside, there's 10 solid gold bars and a vial of mysterious liquid. Under the vial, there is a note that says, "The cure for cancer?" I'll keep the cold bars, but I'll give away the cure for cancer. Like, I'll put that up for, like, grabs right there and then. Like, go ahead, take it. Somebody replicate this. If it works, cool. Analyze the shit out of that. What a wasted opportunity? Why? Like, if I have gigantic gold bars, that's enough money to, like, never have to care for money again. That's worth enough to never care again. Are you judgmental? Huh? You're stuck alone inside of your house and you're starving to death. This font is still incredibly stupidly hard to read. You've completely run out of food and no one is coming to save you for weeks. The only potential source of food around you is your family pets. I'd rather starve to death than eating my pets. Your neighbor's home is on fire, a blazing inferno among smoke emits from the window. You hear screams for help coming from within, but you can't see past the flames. No one else is around in sight. What do you do? Call the fucking fire department like a normal human being. So option 1 is what any normal human being would do. Option 2 is something a hysteric idiot would do. Option 3 is something a complete lunatic would do. Or somebody who's literally just want to throw away their life. And the last one is something somebody who's a complete sociopath would do. So, yeah. You're fast asleep in your bed with your... But when you're awoken, as I said, this is shitty hard to read, by what sounds like a woman's muffled cries from somewhere in your room. You quickly realize it's coming from under your bed. I'd be incredibly fucking like that. Ugh. A man in a fancy suit approaches you while you're walking down the street. He pulls a watch from his pocket and hands it to you. He claims that when the watch stops ticking, it marks the moment your time runs out on this earth. What do you do? Thanks, I already got 3 of those as my toy in a Happy Meal. That's a great response, but that's not what I would do. I mean, I'd probably tell him that he needs professional help. Yeah. Sitting at home playing a game on your PC. Hey, don't do that. I know that there's nothing behind me because there's literally only a wall behind me. So nobody can just grip me from behind. When all of a sudden, not the sudden. Who says all of the sudden? Someone grips and squeezes your shoulder firmly from behind. What do you do? I'd scream in terror because my wall back there where the green screen is hanging is literally grabbing me at this moment. You're sitting in a bathtub. I don't have a bathtub. Trying to relax when a hand emerges from the wall. The last option is very awkward and weird. But I'd probably jump out of the water. You get out of bed and immediately fall down into a deep dark hole. What? A man is standing above you, looking down, telling you to put lotion on your skin while he watches.
Holy fucking fucker fuck!
Sure, I'll start applying lotion to myself. If you like that, if you manage to put a fucking hole next to my bed and make me fall into it while getting up, I would not go against you. You're sitting at home alone, and all of a sudden, take a drink every time it says all of the sudden. Your door slams shut. You see it before your eyes, and you know that no one was home, and it couldn't have been a gust of wind. What do you do? Couldn't have been a gust of wind. Of course it could have. It's the only thing that could have been. If I literally, like, the door from the frickin' hallway to my office is over there, right in front of me. If I had that open, for whatever reason, because usually I don't have that open while recording, because that would make my voice echo all the way downstairs. If I had that open, and it suddenly slammed shut, it could have only been the wind. So I'd get over to the door and open it again to see if, like, it pulls back shut, because then it was obviously the wind, because draft is a thing. Someone you've known for many years, but have no attraction to, tells you that they've had a massive crush on you for a long time. Let's... okay, I'd have to literally imagine that for a moment. Somebody I've known for a long time, but have no attraction to. Okay. Yo, dude. Uh. Okay. Probably that one? Hey, stop judging. Your dog starts randomly barking into the darkest corner of your living room. If your living room has a dark corner, you're really bad at lighting. Just saying. There doesn't seem to be anything there, but your dog insists on escalating into growls. What do you do? I'd probably look whether there's anything in the corner, like... I'd probably look at the corner. Like... What the hell are you seeing there? I mean, I've never had a dog, so... I'm taking note of that. Okay, cool. You see a massive spider in your room, the size of your hand. Actually, that's not too far from what I actually had in my room at one point. Like, there was like a black house spider, like, I don't know what they're called really, but this big. Like, it's not that far from the size of my hand. But what did I do? I caught it and brought it outside. Grab something bigger to smash it. That's a very stupid decision. Spiders are very useful animals. No, not moving out because of a spider. Oh, come on. We're not playing Kill It With Fire here. That's also a game I still need to play. Try to capture it alive for science. No, not for science, but for frickin' getting it back out into nature where it belongs. I don't know why capturing it and putting it outside isn't an option. Like, I'd capture it alive. Your closest family members tell you that your closest family member tells you that they're a serial killer. Let me really quickly think who my closest family member is. Like, I guess one of my parents probably don't have a very big family. Serial killer. Yeah, probably. If you found out that you only had 1 day left to live, what would you do? Probably the last option there. If one of your pets started speaking to you and told you that they've got a dire warning that they were going to die if you didn't let them eat all the ice cream in the freezer. So, one, my cats would probably die if they ate the ice cream in the freezer. Two, if my pets suddenly start talking to me, I'm gonna go lie down, because no matter, like, I don't know how, but I'm obviously high if I have my cat speaking to me out loud. If all of a sudden, you could start hearing other people's thoughts, and the person next to you was thinking about mugging you and stealing your money, what would you do? I'd probably get away as quickly as possible. Your best friend comes to you and tells you that they just accidentally killed someone and they don't want to go to prison. What do you do? I mean, if you accidentally kill somebody, like, you're most probably not actually gonna go to prison. Not around here, anyway. Like, I don't know what, frickin', I don't even know the English term for that. Let me look that up. I guess that counts as manslaughter. That sounds a whole lot more brutal than the German word for it. That sounds a whole lot more brutal. But yeah, I don't know what the sentence for manslaughter is in Austria. But I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get out on probation for that. Like, I don't think that you'd, like, I'm probably on a frickin' watch list for just looking this up. So you'll have a frickin' prison sentence for up to 3 years for manslaughter in Austria. Up to 3 years. I mean, for the most part, that can be like, I think probation is the correct term here. Again, I'm no legal expert, and therefore. Probation, yep. Probation is the correct word here. So I'm pretty sure that you'd probably be fine here, so I'd convince them to, like, tell the authorities themselves. Oh, what? You're driving in your car and you accidentally run someone over. You're pretty sure that they're okay, but the fact that their head is clearly detached from their body suggests that it's probably just wishful thinking. What do you do? So, first of all, head detached from your body qualifies as injury that is not compatible with life. So, yeah, that's actually like a thing. I worked as a paramedic for like 9 months because that's a thing you can do instead of like army time in Austria, and I did that. So as part of the training for that, you get to be able to determine that somebody is dead by either by very obvious things, like injuries that are not compatible with life, like head is missing. So yeah, so by the just getting off of that tangent there, if you drive over somebody in a way that their head is missing afterwards, holy shit, what were you speeding? Like, holy shit, what kind of car do you have? Do you like have a freaking like a giant razor blade out in front of you, or how do you behead someone with a car? So this is also a nice typo there. Turn yourself into the authorities. Turn yourself in to the authorities is a different thing. Turn yourself into the authorities is making myself the authority. Just saying. Nice typo. Okay, imagine I just drive along, run over somebody accidentally because they were just suddenly there in the middle of the road, and I stop, see their head is missing. Yeah, I probably would call the cops. I'm watching you. Who? It's time we move on to the next portion of our test. The following questions that shall be asked of you are would you rather style questions. I like that. Would you rather is a pretty nice game. There's an entire site that has would you rather questions. I spend way too much time on that. Like, I used to, but like I spent with a hard T at the end. Too much time on that. I don't currently do, but yeah. I like would you rather style questions. I imagine you've got a gun to imagine you've got a gun to your head and you absolutely must choose an answer. So neither isn't an option. So either you choose one of these or you're dead. No matter how uncomfortable that may be. You know, I'd rather die is still an alternative. If I've got a gun to my head. So, I hope you give me the I'd rather die option. Let's get started, shall we? Would you rather be loved by all or feared by all? I don't need people to fear me. Why would I want people to fear me? Holy shit, no. Nice drums. Would you rather never get angry or never get jealous? With how much I rage at games, I'd rather not ever get angry again. Yeah. I mean, that doesn't completely give away the ability to get upset at stuff, but I don't get angry. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Kind of thing. Yeah, never get angry again. Would you rather be held in high regards by your parents or by your friends? So it's either your parents hold you in high regards and your friends think you're a piece of shit, or your friends hold you in high regards and your parents think you're a piece of shit. Which is hard for me to imagine because my parents are awesome. Guess I'd always could find new friends if they all think I'm a piece of shit. Can't really find new parents. Would you rather live in space or live under the sea? Under the sea, under the sea. I would much rather live in space than under the sea. I hate the ocean. Have you seen Subnautica? Would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs to people who need them? I don't think that my body is much interesting, it's of much interest to science. So I'd rather have people who need a transplant get a transplant. Apart from the fact that in Austria, everybody by default is an organ donor. So, if you're brain dead, you're going to be used as an organ bank, no matter what. Unless you, have a frickin', waiver for that, but... Would you rather go to jail for 5 years for something you didn't do? Or get away with something horrible you did, but always live in fear of being caught? I am very much against getting accused for something I didn't do, let alone getting condemned for something I didn't do. I would be so incredibly angry for those 5 years. When I get out, I'd probably do something that would make the 5-year sentence seem like a good, punishment for what I'm gonna do to the people who condemned me. So yeah, no, I'd rather live in fear of getting caught after doing something horrible than getting jailed for 5 years for something I didn't do. Would you rather work at a horrible job that you hate, but you retire comfortably in 10 years from now? Or would you rather have your dream job, but you have to work until the day you die? So, retiring in 10 years, I'd be 41. That's not bad. But a horrible job for 10 years. Like, I hardly could do a horrible job for 1 year. Like, I did this COVID test thing where I was like driving around the entirety of Austria basically with another guy every week and testing people at like restaurants and frickin' hotels and stuff. I hated that. And I quit that job pretty much bit more than half a year after I started it. Because holy shit, that was a horrible job. I could not do that for 10 years. So yeah, I'd rather have my dream job. My dream job not even being the lab job I currently have, which I could also do until the day I die and would be fine with it. My dream job would be doing this kind of thing as a job. So yeah, I have no intent on ever stopping doing YouTube. So there's that. So I'd rather have my dream job forever. Like, do something you love for your job and you'll never have to work a day in your life. Would you rather every shirt you'll ever wear to be somewhat itchy? Ugh. Or only be able to use one ply toilet paper? What? Oh, like, what? You mean like the really cheap toilet paper that only has like one, is that what ply means? I've never heard that word before. Ply. Yeah. It does mean that. I'd rather use one ply toilet paper than have itchy shirts, really. Because that's only like annoying until like for the time that you actually need toilet paper, and itchy shirt is annoying all the time. Would you rather have skin that changes colors depending on your mood, or have tattoos appear on your body that depict what you did yesterday? By all means, I'd rather be a living fucking mood ring. Oh my god, can you imagine getting, like, having tattoos of you appear, like, having tattoos appear on you of stuff that you did yesterday? Randomly. No! I'd rather have the color-changing skin. Would you rather shit every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you see a dog? Okay, so... Okay, so first of all, I fortunately don't have a dog, so that wouldn't be as annoying. But oh my god, every time I see a dog. very weird, but I'd rather have that than no, really. That's a stupid question. Oh man. If your partner switched bodies with one of your parents and the only way to get them to switch back was to have sex with one of them, would you rather have sex with your partner in your parent's body or have sex with your parent in your partner's body? What the fuck is wrong with you? Just answer the question. No, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is the moment where if you had a gun to my head, I'd say I'd rather die, thank you. Just pull the trigger right now. This is gross. That one had no bearing on your results, I was just curious. Fuck you. I think we've answered enough of these types of questions, as I'm sure you'd agree. I mean, looking at the last one, yeah. You're going to end this test with a short series of final questions giving simple answers. We'll get started now. Out of the following options, which number do you like the most? 7, 11, 3, or 46? 11? Out of the following options, which color resonates with you best at this exact moment? Blue. Out of the following options, which creature are you the least comfortable around? Spiders, snakes, scorpions, or dogs? Like, I am absolutely, like, I'm the most comfortable around dogs. I love dogs. Scorpions? I absolutely, I've never in my life seen a scorpion in real life, but something about them being arachnids that have not only pincers at the front, but also like a stinger at the back. Ugh. Ugh. Those are worse than spiders for me. Like, by far worse. Far and beyond spiders. Snakes, I'm fine with to an extent. Scorpions, yeah. Out of the following options, which flavor is your favorite? Chocolate, vanilla, peanut butter, mint. Like, do you mean ice cream? Peanut butter is garbage, like F tier. Vanilla is like the most basic thing ever. Chocolate ice cream is overrated. And mint ice cream is actually pretty cool. Especially chocolate chip mint. Out of the following options, which do you personally value the most? Family, friends, money, or freedom? Like, family, friends, sure. Money, you can have all the family and friends you want. If you don't have money, you're still gonna have a shit life, for the most part. Freedom, yeah, freedom, because even if you have sufficient amount of money, and if you have a great family and great friends, if you're not free in a way that you're like, you live in a country that is oppressed and like with a corrupt government that is absolutely like suppressing every sort of opposition, you're still gonna have a shitty life. So yeah, freedom. Out of the following options, which could you most live without? Like, I can't live without freedom. That would suck. I can't really live without money, because money is kind of a requirement for being alive. For staying alive. Seeing as you need to pay for shit. Friends or family? Like, to an extent, those are kinda interchangeable. These are both kinda just people that you care about and that care about you. So I guess I'll go with friends? Out of the following options, which statement is the most accurate? I'm smart. Like, pretty obviously. Out of the following options, which are you most afraid of? Living forever, losing my loved ones, dying alone, or dying immediately after this test is finished? I am not afraid of dying. Especially, I am not afraid of a game. Like, I can be scared of, like, stuff in games. Like in survival horror stuff, but I'm not afraid of a game. Living forever or losing my loved ones. Like, that would include that. But if you live forever, think about all the stuff that you're going to be able to experience that you otherwise wouldn't. However, forever also means, like, beyond the unavoidable death of everything else that is alive. Beyond the sun expanding to a red giant and swallowing the earth whole with you on it, and you're still alive inside a giant fusion reactor. That sounds like that sounds very painful. However, that would be completely impossible. Like, you can't survive that, no matter what. So I'm much more afraid of losing a loved one than I'm afraid of living forever, because it's also not very realistic. We're almost finished, but I've just got one final question for you. Go ahead. Have you ever punched a nun? No, I still have not punched a nun! Fuck you! You really ought to try it sometime. It can really take the edge off. Fuck you! No! Why would I punch a nun? Alright, we're done here. I'm through with you. Just going to calculate your results very carefully. Don't want to miss anything important. Trying my absolute hardest to not judge you right now. You've been judging me this entire time, fuck off. Trying to keep this as professional as possible. Here we go. Based on what you've told me, I've come to a conclusion. This is what I personally believe would be in your best interest. To acknowledge, set in motion, and accomplish in order to climb the ladder to happiness in your life. First and foremost, I'd like to start with a blanket statement that everyone truly needs to hear. Something that is taken for granted for more than anything else in life. Far more than anything else in life. Something that has such an incredibly unique, irreplaceable value compared to any other thing on this earth. Changing the fucking font so I can actually read it properly. Is that part of that? And that, my friend, is the value of time. Yeah, I just wasted about 2 hours on this. Time is the most valuable form of currency you will ever hold in your life. Tell me something I don't know already. You can spend time on anyone doing anything for any reason. Now, time can be spent, time can be wasted, and time can be taken away. But time can never be refunded. Time can never be earned back. And more time can never be gained. Imagine a bank account with all the money you'll ever get to spend in life. Now imagine not knowing how much money is in your account. Imagine going to the store and one day purchase something you really need, and the cashier tells you, I'm sorry, but you cannot afford that. As a matter of fact, you can never afford anything ever again. That's a dark way of looking at it. We only have so much time, and we have no idea just how much or how little we truly have before our bank account runs dry. And the fact that we get to decide and choose what we spend our time on just shows you how truly special it is when someone spends time on you. But with all of this time talk, all I'm getting from that is you just wasted 2 hours of your life playing this game. So now that we understand the incredible value of time, we already did, but let's not dwell on that. I'd like to make a suggestion. I hate this font for you personally, and how I think you'd be best spending your time in order to achieve what you need most at this current stage in your life. As if you know. Let's see here. Alright, this is fairly interesting. You're obviously a very caring person with a ginormous heart. But for some reason, you're not sharing that heart with enough people. Do you know how much time that takes? Sure, every once in a while you help out family or friends with a tough issue, and they know they can count on you for that. But you haven't gone out of your way to help a stranger nearly as often as I think you should. And I don't think you should. Like, fuck if I, like, seriously, just looking at this cut and dry, what obligation do I have to help anybody I don't even know? Now you might be thinking that the world has so many problems, you're only one person and it's not your responsibility to save everyone. That is definitely something that is absolutely true. It's definitely not my responsibility to save everyone. Now with that being said, that doesn't mean that you wouldn't personally benefit from helping a complete stranger whom you've never met before. That is bullshit. See, I think if you spent some time helping someone who you know nothing about, you'd learn something incredible from their gratitude. Nah, not really. You know your friends, you know your family, but you have so much to gain by helping someone you don't know anything about. No. I have absolutely nothing to gain out of that. They will be so grateful to you for the time you've given them, the time I've wasted on them, that they will bestow upon you a piece of knowledge you'll be thankful that they chose to share. Ugh. Garbage. And this piece of knowledge will help you during a very dark time in your life. Perhaps it may even help you right now. I don't think so. My advice to you is to take complete and utter strangers into consideration during your daily activities. If you give just a little, you will receive tenfold back. Garbage! That's idealistic garbage. I think you will be very surprised just how much of a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. I think you will be surprised how much that doesn't change anything. Apart from you spending time on stuff that literally doesn't give anything back. Secret word is stranger. Okay. Yeah, take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of the session. Leave it in a comment for us, blah blah blah, yeah. Left your secret word for us in the test or the horoscope. We've read your feedback and it helps us to construct this project. Yeah. Don't be afraid, this is an opportunity, blah blah blah. If you do not wish, blah blah blah, that's the same text we've already read last time. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I still feel like I've wasted 2 hours, thanks to the entire time talk at the end. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. One more thing. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support, blah blah blah, yeah. Not a single person had been able to figure out what the entire experiment is about up until the point this came out. Okay, cool. Either way, I guess I'll see you in the third part of the test. Dude. WTF is wrong with you is a freaking game you did? Really? Kinda interested in seeing what that... What? We've made a list of names of those who have supported our projects along the way, and we'll be continuing to extend this list in the future titles. Would you like to see them now? No thank you. I do not want a very long list of names that I don't know. So, yeah. I will see you for the third part of this in the next video. I'm uploading this one like 2 days after the first one, so I guess I'll upload the last one another 2 days in the future. I don't know. Wherever I have an upload spot. I don't know. I have actually been doing a lot of stuff again recently. Anyway, see you there. Until then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WWDadman. Bye.